Hi everyone, it's Kathleen. We are back to continue with what I am calling my freeform botanical embroidery. What I'm doing is I created these, well, you can't see, I created this beautiful greenery, botanical greenery. And I couldn't figure out how I made these. I looked at them and I figured, wow, I want to recreate these. I want these to be my signature pieces, signature stitches combined together. And how did I make them? I looked at it and I couldn't figure out how. So I'm making these videos so I can remember which order the stitches go in. I did my first stem on here in my previous video, and I'm going to do this second stem. I'm not adding the flowers because I can see the completed one with the flowers, the stem, and I want to do the same with this. I've chosen these three colors. This is a number 3 pearl cotton. And I'm just going to fold this up, put it away. And this is also a number 3 pearl cotton. I love these shades. Number 3, number 3. Variegated is hard to see when you want to actually know how to do the stitches. I want to have solid colors. This is embroidery floss. All 6 strands of embroidery floss. I like to take my cotton apart, unless I'm doing cross stitch where I have to have that exact color of thread. I take mine apart and you can see I have no numbers on it. Why? I can just go to the store with this and I can find it. If I order it online, chances are I'm not going to be ordering it again, so I do that. So I've got 3 colors of thread that I'm going to be working with today. Move those up. Usually I'm using that one first. Usually I do not work in a hoop. Jennifer Clouston works in a hoop. Is it working for me? I don't know. I need to feel my work. So as long as I can touch where my stitches are, I'm okay. And this is a old vintage hoop. And I think I am going to follow this wrought iron table leg. I'm working on a Jenny Bolin. No, who am I working? Jennifer Clouston embroidery Chorney. Oh, for God's sakes. I ordered her tea towels. And I'm working on her tea towels. So let's go. I'm going to be working on this second one. And I'm just practicing these stitches. I purchased that Foolproof Flower Embroidery by Jennifer Clouston. And I intend to go page by page through it and share my journey on camera with you. But right now, this is my own exploration that I have combined the stitches with, that I want to remember how I recreated them, or how I created them so I can recreate them. As you can tell, if you watch my videos, I'm getting worse and worse. Oh well. C'est la vie. At least I can look at a stitch and know how to do it. I don't have to remember its name. I'm using a chenille needle because it has a larger eye than my milliner's needle. And I like working with a long piece of thread. Sue Spargo and Jennifer Clouston like working with short lengths. If you like working with a short length, work with a short length, but I don't. Don't like tying knots and having lots of knots in my embroidery. So that's why. I want to recreate this one. That's all I'm doing on camera is the center stem, 3 stitches that I've created with this one. I absolutely love this yarn. I've mentioned it on other videos. I probably won't be able to get it again unless I see it in the store. I got this at a yarn show. I don't even know. I bought it for a crocheting because it's so expensive. That's probably about $34 a skein. And I'm saving it for hand embroidery because it's just so precious. So let's start. I think this is a stem stitch, outline stitch, stem stitch. They are both one and the same depending on where you, which direction you hold your, on which side of your working, your needle, my working line, my working stitch. Underneath is a stem stitch. Over top is an outline stitch, or vice versa. So, vice versa. So let's make an outline stitch. Stem stitch, whatever you want to call it. I'm taking a nice big bite so I can see the stitch, and I pull. Another large bite, and then I come out the same hole and I pull. And I went about halfway with just that stitch, just to see for myself. And when I create it, I do the same way, so you get a thicker stem in your botanicals. I've crocheted for, I said a wrong thing because I got crochet on the brain. I have embroidered for at least 50 years, and you can always learn new things. You forget, of course, and you learn new ways. No, Jack. Oh gosh, someone's here at the door. So Mila's barking, and Jacques thinks he needs to. It's okay, Jacques. Jacques, it's okay. Okay. Oops. Okay, so I want to stop here. And these are all double stitches. And I'm just going to go with a single one right there. And I'm going to end it off like that. Turn it around and tie it off. And that'll be the end of that first stitch that I would combine to make my combination botanical stitches with. Adding stitches. Now this is the next color. It's the same thickness. It's a size 3. It's a nice thick pearl cotton. I love working with pearl cotton. And I'm trying to switch up my thicknesses of threads that I use and the types of threads I use to get a more varied botanical. That's what Jennifer Closton's book teaches me. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So my next one, they're elongated chains going all the way up. They're elongated chains, but okay, I have a choice of going with these elongated chains or whether I want to go with those V stitches. I'm going to go with the V stitches all the way up first to have my spacing. I want to do that. Yes. I see on here, the first stitch was the stem stitch or outline stitch. Then I went with my elongated chains, and they're partially covered up by these V's. So I want to reverse it. I want to do these elongated V's first, and then I'll go in with my elongated chains. So let's go in. Can't do that. Okay, I'm going to use my milliner's needle for this. Okay, so I'm going to, I want to do these V's all the way up. So I'm going to start, and my V's, are they anywhere in particular? That's the OCD kicking in. It is on every one of these going up. So let's go here. Okay, let's leave it here and don't move it. So it looks like that would be the my first big bite. I'm making it's actually called a fern stitch. So I'm going to go down. Jennifer Closton uses fern stitches in hers, and I like how hers turned out. So that's why I have done mine in that way. So let's make nice, large V stitches. And I'm putting another stitch in there. So yes, mine are wide apart. And I'm going to go down the same hole. So I'm going to cross over top of, oh, I wonder if I can notice that that's that. You know what? I'm going to take that out and I'm going to go underneath. Okay, so the difference is I can see my stem stitch more clearly, because I'm not creating a picture right now. I'm creating, it's a visual dictionary or a visual roadmap of how I'm creating these stitches for myself so I can remember how to do it. So that's why I'm going underneath or beside this stem stitch. Oh, for crying out loud, what's happening? Oh, look at that. Got a knot in there. I fight with embroidery floss all the time. I don't know why I use it. Okay, probably because I have a fair bit and it's cheap. Okay, so I'm just going to be, and these were, where are we here? These were quite long. Wow, those are really long. These aren't. Well, I want them really long, because then when I have that, I'm going to leave those two in, but I'm going to go up one side and down the other. Okay, oh, I see. We have a fern stitch going there. Okay, can you see how my brain is just all over the map? Let's continue with that fern stitch. And I have that knot in there. So the fern stitch, I just was going to check because it felt fluffy. Fern stitch is always straight down. And I'm going to have to pull this little knot through there. And let's go up here past it. I want to have a long stitch. My knot, and I'm going to be going down, and I got a knot, and somewhere like that. And yes, mine are far apart. I know I'm going to be putting I wonder, they should be going more up this way instead of that way. Okay, I'm all over the map this morning. We're going to switch it out as we go so then I can see for myself. This is the next one that's come out here. Oh my goodness. Some days are just a little bit more confusing than others. And we go down there. Got that not. Okay, here, I'm going to go up like that. You'll see my stitch in a minute. It'll look completely different because the angle is different. Down. Okay, and somewhere up there. And again, I'm not going over top of that because I want to remember that it is an outline stitch or a stem stitch. Oh, you little. I still have that one knot I'm fighting with on this embroidery floss. And here, and I'm always doing a straight stitch going down and 2 legs. It's a fern stitch. And let's go over top of that. It's the OCD in me. I just have to have it a certain angle. It's supposed to be wild and crazy, but mine seems to be quite tame and reined in, but oh well, it is what it is. I loved stitching. I love the act of stitching. I love, oh, look at that. I sew just for the love of stitch. I do. What do I make out of these things? Nothing really. I just stitch. Okay. And I have lots of things started. And, oh, I'm going down here. What am I doing? Well, my husband calls me a little bird because I have tons of things started and nothing finished. It's true. It's not lying. Can't get mad at someone when it's true. Oh, look at that. That's a really big angle. So yes, I'm going a little bit more wonky, and that's what I want because botanicals aren't symmetrical. They go all crazy. Oh, come on. What am I doing here? Okay. I bet I couldn't even do this again if I wanted to. And I can't see for the life of me what I did. Oh, please, Lord. Okay. Did I go? I don't know what I did. Oh, wow. Oh, goodness me. I have no idea how this even happened. Okay, take the needle out. At least that's pulled out. Let's see. Okay, how mangled did I make this in the front here? Not bad. Okay, so what is this? Where are my knots? I got one knot. Okay. I won't cut it off. I'll just have to pay closer attention to what I am doing. And continuing with our, did I go down here? Oh, okay, so I was, where did I end off? I ended off here. Oh, I see what I did. I should have gone down instead of up. Oh, well. Maybe not. Look at that. There's a stitch in there. Oh, well, this one will be doubled because I couldn't see it. And let's go over there. Maybe there was a reason why I did these elongated chains. One more. Pull. And down. Okay, so I should be just making V's now. V's going all the way up.